Hey guys, welcome back to Video TV. Today we're going to take a look at the ASUS Easy Wireless Router WL-520GU, which includes an all-in-one printer server. So we're going to do an unboxing, show you guys the router, and go over some of its features. So right now we're going to move to the unboxing portion. But before I do that, I know what some of you may be thinking. Wait a minute, ASUS? Where did ASUS come from? Now, of course, most people would think that, home networking and routers and stuff like that, you would think of, D-Link, TrendNet, Linksys, those guys. And, you might be confused or shocked that ASUS has a router. Well, the truth is, ASUS has actually been around for a while making, routers, but they haven't really been big in the home networking market. But definitely they have had, previous routers made in the past, and they've all been very solid. So right now, we're just going to take a look at some of actually the front of the box. So it's an easy wireless router with all-in-one printer server. It's two products in one. Provides a server for simultaneously share your printer with multiple PCs and auto switch printer functions among users. On the back, we have some of the key features, which is the printer sharing. So it allows for multiple users to actually connect to the printer and start printing out stuff. Easy installation using the software. I don't know if you guys can see this. This is the UI for the software that comes with the router. So it's a newly designed user face, provides all detection. So it's just quick, easy setup, your standard stuff. Setting up your router, your firewall, your printer settings, all that sort of stuff. And the router also features a quality of service engine, which allows you to set bandwidth priority based off your needs, whether it's gaming, whether you're just surfing. It kind of allows you to, set or cap your bandwidth so that you don't end up using too much, or if you need an extra bit of speed, you can set it up through there. So with that, let's get this thing unboxed. It's actually really light. Okay, so this is what you will be getting right out of the box. This is your Easy Wireless Router utility and manual. Set that aside. Your quick start guide, which it's a 16-page quick start guide. And here is everything else that comes in the box. As you can see, there's not much to it. It is just a wireless router. You have your AC power, move that to the side. Comes with a Ethernet cable, yellow one, so put that here. And here is the router itself. As you can see, it's very small, very slim profile, and I missed the antenna, which I guess we'll attach here, if I can get it on there. There we go. Okay, so antenna is on. And there is the finished product. Let me close this up and move this over. So here's the router itself. As I mentioned, it's very slim profile. It's very sleek. It has silver trim on the front. Well, one thing I should mention though, that this is not a wireless N router. This router only goes up to wireless G, which still is pretty decent. It only provides up to 125 megabits per second data rate. As I said, for a home network, for most of the time, it's fairly decent. So on the front, you have your lights for the power, whether you're using wireless, LAN, all the stuff. So right on here. There is no real on and off switch because you just plug it in and it'll start to turn on. On the back side, let's just get this out of the way. On the back side, here's where you attach your antenna. Here is the easy setup button, so you just hit that. What is this? This is the restore. So if you ever need to restore to the factory settings, just get a pen or a pin, just hit that. Here are your ports for LAN and internet, so you just put that there. And here is a USB port, which is normally used for the where you would set up the wireless, the network printer. So you just connect that to there, and you would set that up through the software. And on the end here is where you would plug in your power. So overall, it's a very basic router. Has ample ventilation because assuming that you guys will be printing stuff through a network printer, it can heat up a little bit, but it provides ample cooling, so it should not overheat. And aside from that, yeah, very basic router. Okay, so right now we're going to take a look at how easy it is to set up the router. Here's a couple screenshots of the router setup. So as you can see here, we can see that right now we're not connected to the internet. You can see how many people are connected to the router, if there's any other devices that are connected, which will most likely be your network printer. On the right side, you set up your basic functions, what name you want to give the router, what type of encryption, we'll turn off the wireless radio on or off, most likely on since it's a wireless router, all the basic stuff. And over here you can also see that we also have various options to set up for the wireless, the LAN, the WAN, your firewall, administrative stuff, and any system logs in case you just want to take a look at certain things. If you take a look at the left column, you also see the quality of service bandwidth management. So I mentioned earlier where that's where you would set bandwidth priority for a particular functions for network traffic. So let's say you want to do gaming, your browsing, file transfer, stuff like that. That is where you would set up all those preferences. Overall, the ASUS Easy Wireless Router is a very solid wireless G router. It's extremely affordable. You're looking at about $30–40 price range. It has very decent range just in its wireless G. It's very easy to set up. While wireless routers in general are pretty easy to set up, but with the bundled software, it makes it even easier, especially if you're going to be using network printers. And of course, most of all, you get ASUS's well-known build quality. The only downside, of course, is that it does not support 802.11n, but you know what, like I said, wireless G is still very decent for home use. Maybe not so much for the office, but for home users, this is definitely something to look forward to. So with that, if you guys want to read up on more product reviews, be sure to check out our blog at blog.voodoo.com. Also be sure to comment and subscribe to stay up to date on future product reviews.